I'm pissed now.
Oh!
Video game trauma.
It's not fair!
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus, what's that smell, man?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Tell somebody we get a cold, breakfast is staying at Bill Joe.
You guys can see better where you watch the game from than I can see where I watch the game from.
And that was a message from me to America or to anywhere.
Parvinator.
Gamers, it's good to see you guys. Happy Monday. It helps when you hit the button that turns the mic on. And it's working now. Good. Good to see you guys. Welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm your host, America's #1 online video game personality, Ben the Parvinator Parvin. Here at your service and running not at 100% today. That's okay. Everybody's doing their best. Welcome. Akar, how you doing? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's still Monday for you. What's going on, guys? Welcome. Monkey business. That's what we're getting into today. I don't know. We're in the middle of I don't know, essentially a trading or inventory quest with these monkeys. I picked a hell of a day to you know, pick this side quest, or not even a side quest, I don't think, but pick this part up again because, yeah, I'm quite tired today. It's all good. We're gonna play this game, I'm sure, once I get into it. And I mean, come on, it's like comfort food RPG, so it's not gonna. It's kind of the perfect game, honestly, for having a little less energy. But yeah. Oh, man. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Francisco, welcome.
Give me a hell yeah!
Tuesday already. In case the Tuesdays. Oh, sweet. Are you are you playing it yourself? Or watching stuff? I really like that game. I got to do the first full playthrough in a while. It was I think only the second full one that I'd ever done. I did one like back when it wasn't in the NES era, but like it came out on a GameCube bonus disc. You might be familiar with. There were a couple of those that had like promotional Zelda GameCube discs, and one of them had a few games on it that had like Zelda 1 being one of those. No, actually, I didn't beat it through that. This is sorry, I don't mean to just go on and on about about my own experience about it, but yeah, I actually, it was Animal Crossing that I beat the original Zelda in. I had a friend brought his Game Shark over, and Zelda was one of the ones you could get via Game Shark. I think it was only available in Japan. So yeah, thanks, Nick. Thanks, man. Yeah. Look, I'm excited to play this game. I've really been looking forward to it. Thankfully, I did most of the prep, a couple days ago, which was good. Because, I feel I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. And, went to a concert and then just took a long time to wind down. We had some friends over afterwards, and I figured I'd be tired, but it's hit me hard. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, well, that's one of the fun things now. Like, if you're playing a retro game, Akar, is that like you have like the world at your fingertips in terms of like resources to, while you're excited about that game, or you want to learn about its development, or maybe find some concept art, or like whatever it is, that stuff is just everywhere now, and I think that's one of the aspects that makes it, in some ways, a better time than ever to be into these old games. It's just having so many resources. It is, Nick. Yeah, man. The power of the hair. Yes, the hair is down today. We're using the power of the hair. Let it compel us. I've been putting it up, hiding it from the world. Give me a second and we'll get into this game here. I sort of, for my own sake, I kind of need a recap. Because we were a whole lot of stuff happened. We ended up going to, what was it, Moonside, right? Which felt as if, I don't know, just my understanding, trying to do a mostly blind playthrough, but felt like, you've got some kind of other dimension or some world that maybe these aliens have access to, and either that or like that's just the power of the money statue, and like either way, I don't know, it's so interesting. Like we broke that statue, and we didn't really get much resolution after that, and like Mr. Monotoli is still out there. Like I don't think that's settled. And I was even trying to remember what got us back over to the monkey cave. And it was that one of the monkeys said something like Guru Talarama is ready to I don't know. I can't remember what it was. Feeling better now or something, I think that brought us back there. We're kind of in the middle of this little sort of trading game right now, but it also seems like we can walk around the city. Like, I'm not getting run over or chased by anything just yet. Am I being too optimistic with this, you know? No questions asked. Be prepared. Got it, Parv? Ha ha ha. I've already checked out your name. Damn. These guys know me. Why don't you call the boys down at the, what was it? The Tucson station and, or was it on it? I don't know. Why don't you call the boys down there and ask them, down at the Tucson Police Department what they think about Ness. After he took a bunch of them in the back room. Well, I should say they took him into the back room because I guess, you know, it was this kind of like RPG, like you're strong, you know, very anime or manga, you know. Heard you're strong, let's fight, you know, like, let's see what you got. And then you had to fight like a succession of like 5 cops or something. So, maybe we could check out the dinosaur museum now. I mean, I don't know, I guess, well, maybe I should focus because I was in the middle of that trading thing. And honestly, like I said, well, let's see what we can do. We made it pretty far into that cave, I think. And I started to take, I added some stuff to our notes here. Give me just 1 second. Let's see. Damn. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay. One of these first notes. When the chosen boy reaches the point, he will find the light and will shatter the nightmare rock and will reveal the path of light.
When a problem comes along, you must whip it.
Okay, God, I took some notes here. Let me see if I can make any sense of this. This music rocks. It's nice. That's nice music. I like that. Let me get on this side of the mic. Sorry. Make sure I can see both of these screens. All right. Someone, let's see, I brought a protein drink to someone. Let's see, what else do we have here? I wrote that I needed to get another hamburger in Forsyth. I don't know if I ever took care of that. Let's see. Give me just 1 second to sort this out. I'll try to figure out what point we were at. Oh, someone wanted a ruler. Someone wanted a fresh egg. We have a ruler. No, we have. At least no. Huh. Okay, cool. Hey, Ichigo, what's up, buddy? Sorry, man. I got lost in the sauce here looking at these notes. We're in the middle of this little trading game. Or, you know, kind of maze of people coming up to people. Monkeys, I should say. And they tell you what it is they're looking for. Or what they're going to need in order to let you pass. And it's reminding me a lot, of course, we played Majora's Mask, and yeah, you have that one with all the re-deads, or Gibdo, whatever.
Picture this, we were both butt naked.
Me and the Gibdo. All right, let's talk to the bus stop. Get me back to the desert. Oh. Read it from the other side. That's right. You idiot. How are you, Ichigo? What'd you get up to this weekend, man? Hope you had a good one. My question goes for everybody. All the way to Tucson. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a little bit background still, but it was, you know, very much foreground earlier. So yeah, thanks, man. Just had a lot of that sinus pressure lately. Like, I mean, I talked about it, but yeah, just behind the eyebrows and behind my eyes, kind of making it feel like I need to like, right? It's just like, yeah, I don't know. A lot of pressure behind it all. Feels bad. I think I like, you know, I think it also causes like, maybe since I'm not breathing that well lately, you know, through the nose, very stopped up allergy wise. I think it's causing like, you know, just me to wear everything else out by like breathing. Just being a total mouth breather, honestly. What can I say? Gotta learn to... I can breathe through my nose when it's not obstructed. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Well, hope you had a good time with the family, man. Yeah. Nice long family visit. That's nice. Yeah, seems like you get them in. That's really cool. I know you've mentioned a couple times, you know, just getting to see like family, yours or in-laws and stuff. And yeah, man, that's... Does most everybody live kind of close? Is that like a big travel? Oh, that's tough, man. Yeah, they didn't dig the Mega Man stuff, huh? Ah, man. I had some strikeouts with my niece and nephew when they came to visit recently. Sis brought the kids out, and yeah, I had some retro game strikeouts. Some positives too. We played Mario. We did play some Mario Kart, and we played some Mario Party, both on the 64. But yeah, I had a couple things I tried to show him, and he was like, meh. Why are you showing me this? I need to get back to my little tower defense game. Woo! Yeah, that's a nice long drive, man. That's like just long enough of a drive to like also be a lot longer if you have to stop a couple times, you know, like it because it's long, then the chances for everything to just take longer, you know, I don't know, I feel like chances are higher you're gonna run into some shit. I think I meant to get a hamburger and stuff. Damn. What do you want? I don't know. I don't think I got the hamburger. I got excited when I saw we had a ruler, but yeah, I forgot a hamburger. I was trying to write down where all these monkeys are too, but you know, my note-taking wasn't the best for this kind of like maze situation, so that's okay. All right, I know we need a hamburger here. Can I get a hamburger?
I'm gonna give it 55 straight.
Instant kill. Instant kills are nice.
God, I love it and I miss it so much. Just thinking about it makes me want to cry. I'm excited to be back on this game. Yeah, just a disclaimer I'll give every now and then. Yeah, I'm very, very, very tired. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging. Flame pendant. Oh yes, fresh egg. Right, okay. Someone wanted this fresh egg, but I don't know if I can remember where they are in time. Is this the exit? I think so. No. I think it was, they were not too far from this part, maybe. Stay fresh, egg. Don't turn into a... Yes, here it is, fresh egg. Cool. I was kind of remembering that one sort of to the right a bunch. Gulp, gulp. Just gulping down that fresh egg.
The new Nintendo 64.
Just like I gulped down the new Nintendo 64. Okay, thank you, monkey. You're out of the way, right? Okay. I want to measure something. Ah, I don't have a ruler. Yes, I do have one. Maybe I was good and bought some of the things I was going to need. I think maybe we did that at the end of the last stream, now that I think about it. I'm not sure. Oh, nice. I love the, that's funny, man. You know what it is? I wonder if it's just that... So did they recognize it as Power Rangers, or was it really just like, look at this cool mech, look at this cool robot looking thing. It's made of like a car. And King Banana. Yay, we got a King Banana. Someone was asking for a King Banana. Trash. I love that you still have that toy too. I feel like a lot of the stuff from my early childhood, like, I just don't have any of those toys really. You know, that stuff all went away. And then when I go home to visit every time, there'll be something that like my parents will find or something, you know, or like, oh, some pictures or sometimes some bigger stuff, or like, oh, you can have this or that. And like, it's like, and then there's always the acknowledgement, oh yeah, but you flew, so, you know, I know you can't really, you know, come back with a whole lot. Oh, yeah. Hey, welcome KA13B. Yeah, what's up? Happy Monday. I'm not sure that I have. Yeah, like, I'm not sure if I know in what regards about the ridiculous item drops, but yeah, how you doing? Happy Monday. I'm really enjoying this game. It's my first time playing through it, so trying to go through like as blind as I can, and I've spoiled some stuff for myself accidentally. YouTube will do that, just like even just going to try to find music for the game, and I started getting all these EarthBound videos. And now I'm on the other end of that, spoiling it for the next person down the road. Yeah, that's right. That's true, yeah. The cool mech articulated, made of cars, can shoot its fists. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I feel like it has instant cool appeal. Like that may be a timeless... That may be a timeless gift, honestly, or a timeless sort of toy. Relatively timeless. You understand. When you know, when you walk up and you pick that thing up, you understand the gravity of the situation and the coolness at stake here. Oh yeah, I think I at one point got a little some Dragonite and may have even sold it. Well, you know what? You know, I'm trying to do it as blind as I can, so even though that's great information to have, I now that I know it, I'm not gonna. That's something that sounds very helpful. But yeah, thank you. I think I'm trying to play it even with some mistakes and stuff too. Not really trying to. I'm not trying to look too forward in terms of like setting the team up, because I think I could, you know, I have a feeling we could get it done even if it was the game still be beatable even if like we didn't, you know, have the best setup. But yeah, it's interesting with this game. I'll just say with this game, with the inventory management, it has been I think because I got behind on it and playing something for the first time, yeah, you really can struggle with priority of items, you know, what to get rid of, even just like mechanics for a while of like remembering, oh yeah, I can call for the pickup service and stuff, the Escargo Express. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to that one because I'm already enjoying this one enough to know I want to check out 3 and Beginnings. Yeah, which I played like a couple minutes of Mother 1, you know, the Beginnings on the Nintendo Switch Online, and like I was just doing it kind of like at the end of a night, and I at that point I still really knew pretty much nothing about the series. It's kind of funny because I didn't even think about it at first, but yeah, I guess that one starts with you know, kid in their bed too, getting woken up, and kind of similar, something's not right, you know. Yeah, I hear some good things about Mother 3, and when I was looking for some stuff about this game, sometimes I would find something like when I would look for a GIF or something. Sometimes I would find something for Mother 3 and not even, you know, not know it at first. I have to like look at the source or see the file name or something. Beep, 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 ba, 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 ba. Okay, all right. I'd even forgotten we'd gotten that bag of Dragonite. That was something we got at towards the end of that last stream, I think. Yeah, I was wondering before I started this one if it was okay to play it like that, but yeah, everybody said sure. That's, you know. And I know, yeah, I mean, I think too, like with, you know, like I also kind of know what to expect with EarthBound, or rather, you know, Mother 1, in terms of just like old school 8-bit RPG. Like I know how brutal those can be, and sometimes I could see sometimes. I mean, it's the retro game lover in me hates that idea of telling someone to, you know, skip like the first iteration of a game or something, or you know. And I would never tell anyone to skip it, but for a better chance to enjoy the series and to get an enjoy, yeah, to have a fulfilling experience out of it. Start wherever you want to, but maybe consider the second one, you know. I'll try. I think I'll try it out someday. Yeah. Okay, hamburger. I need to get a hamburger, I think. That was something I meant to buy. And we had picked one up at some point in here. All right, so let me just take a quick note here. I have this king banana now. Let me deliver that. We delivered our ruler, and we followed that all the way through, I believe. So at this point, we need to deliver King Banana. I hear our chicken. Beep, 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 bop, 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 bop. Neutralize the chicken. Chicken. A real live chicken. Don't eat it, please. Bo got rid of chicken. Oh yeah, sorry. I was looking at my notes for just a little bit just now, but yeah, coming back to the chat now. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that it's been 30 years. You know, I remember I didn't play this. This is my first time getting to it, and I didn't have a Super NES at the time that this game was out. But I remember being a kid and seeing something in Nintendo Power that piqued my interest about the game, and yeah, I just wanted to get around to it sometime. It was like they showed a fight with, like how to win a fight with the Starmen, how to beat a boss or something, and you know, that was like I think the recurring column. And I looked at it and it just looked so unlike any, you know, at that point I don't think I was really familiar with RPGs, so. Hard to believe, Nick. It's hard to believe. I know, man, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, Nick, it's funny because, like, I think certain games, they're, you know, with there being such huge leaps with, you know, each, like, a console generation, I feel like when it came to JRPGs and stuff like that, I mean, who can deny that, like, it was so much better when you got to the Super Famicom era. And not to say that the stuff there wasn't great and didn't have potentially like really fun, you know, gameplay elements, great storyline, you know, great storyline even. Some of them had quite a bit of writing, even for like an 8-bit game or something, you know. But yeah, it's yeah, it just I think, I don't know, it's I lost my train of thought there, but yeah. It's on another rant.
Thank you so much for that spectacular
I think I'm just gonna go leave and get that hamburger. I'm trying to find who wants the king banana. Maybe I just need to. Maybe king banana was to the left or something. You had to go through a series. Yes, you're not making sense, but thank you. Beep, ba, ba, bum, ba, 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 ba. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know it's well, you know, it's funny because like I find that, yeah, you know, it's sometimes I can certainly feel a bit boomer, you know, playing these games, but I don't know. Sometimes I do feel a bit of vindication when, you know, when I see folks who are younger than me who are into them and stuff, and yeah, I think that there's some enduring gameplay and storylines, music, you know, that even as there's a whole bunch of other games created and made and more great music, etc., blah, 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 like these, you know, I think some of this stuff will really, as long as video games are around, could stand the test of time, you know? Keep it alive. Every time you play it, you keep the game alive. Nick, how you doing, man? And it's a pretty wild, in a soundtrack full of wild songs. This one's, yeah, it's pretty wild, huh? Welcome, man. Happy Monday. Oh yeah, we're young at heart around here, but also at the same time there's an understanding of an advancing age. Wait, man, K-Man, what are you? Oh right, you want the king banana. That's right. Okay. That's good. Uki oki oki. Uki oki uki. I love the monkey names and their some of the writing is crazy too. It's a fun game. I'm really interested in the localization of this too, you know, because it's so quirky that some of it could have just been straight from, you know, like I mean, it's not to say that everything that's quirky came through localization. I don't mean that at all. Just that, like, sometimes things can be hard to translate. Some aspects of things might not always play, you know, to another audience or something. So yeah, I'm curious. That's not too like, so quality-wise, it seems awesome, but that's not crazy surprising knowing just how they did it around that time, Nick. Because like it was like all those games that like Ted Woolsey, or I forget if it's Woosley or Woolsey. Much respect. Apologize for not getting your name right, but you know, he like did so many of those JRPGs. A lot of the you know, so many of those like Squaresoft and others, you know. Mario and Luigi are fun. Yeah, so I've only played the original one and I really liked it. I really liked that one. But I never played any of the other stuff. I did play like Mario RPG. I had that one as a kid. I had that cart. It's down there somewhere. I'm glad I got that one as a kid because I think that cart's a little more rare these days. But and I got the Final Fantasies 2 and 3 as well. Yay, hamburger! I don't think we had room in our inventory for this stuff earlier. Yeah. Nick's got the good skincare routine, you know? If you need some tips, he was giving some great stuff the other day, honestly. I was talking about dealing with some, you know, I just have like some eczema and stuff. I get these kind of dry patches on my face and stuff, and it's affecting my beard and making me sad. I love Talarama the most. This weather has sucked, yeah. Yeah, it's right. That's right. And then there's a funny thing too with where you also get to look like the same old man for like 30 or 40 years. Just like it's with imperceptible changes over time to anyone else, but it's like you can be like that young and healthy, and then you get to go to like you know, you're just gonna be like that same old dude. Yeah, for the next like 30 years. You can basically wear the same clothes and stuff too. I don't know. That's what my understanding. So some of the few Greek people I know. There's a like, you get to a certain age and then you're frozen in amber for like the next whatever. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's it, right. Yeah. 2 out of my, oh. Pencil-shaped iron statue, huh? Didn't we have a... One second. We had a note. Sorry. Once we had a note, or earlier, I know we like erased one of these, I believe, or something. And it came by way of at least one time, I think, an Apple Kid invention. See, he's a friend of monkeys. Here's a song I made up for Talarama. So, I thought Talarama was a monkey. I'm starting to think he's not, and I think I had seen. I'm waiting for your song. I think I had seen something that you know, yeah, that showed like the guru's sprite, and I don't think it's a monkey. Yeah. Hey, welcome, Raging Cajun. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. It's my first time through, so trying to do it, you know, kind of trying to do it as blind as possible when I'm not spoiling it for myself accidentally. But yeah, it's been fun. I'm really enjoying it. It stands out like right away. Just from the beginning, you know, you can tell there's something special about the game. It comes through in the writing, and we have an iron, let's see, pencil-shaped obstruction. Okay. I remember we took care of one of those a while back, man. Yeah, I wish I would have played this one a long time ago. I would have loved it. Yeah, I missed this one. I mean, I had friends that had a Super NES. I didn't have anything 16-bit for a while. I was still rocking the NES for a long time. And, you know, I go over to... A lot of my friends would have a Super NES, but I don't remember anybody having this game. And then it wasn't that surprising to, like, learn that it, you know, it hadn't sold well here and, like, kind of became a critical success later, you know, and, like, it got, you know, critical reception kind of turned around on it, or... And yeah, it's interesting. I'm really enjoying it. I had seen something. I was saying earlier, I'd seen something in Nintendo Power about it, just to think about how to beat a boss. And I saw that like around the beginning of the Nintendo 64 era, and it just stuck in my head. It's like, what is this game? It looks interesting. Okay, sorry. I'm running around like a Ness with his... That got his head handed to him, or whatever. Alright, here we go. Okay, Man K Man, yes. Thank you. We went past you. It is, I know, and it's a great one to just sit here and be like, oh, hey guys, blah, 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 blah. You know? If I had an ounce of focus, and please, I want to like keep talking and hanging with people. But yeah, if I should be able to play games, chew bubble gum, and talk at the same time, and struggle. Yeah. Well, it's cool, Nick. I appreciate the spread that we have going on here in the chat too. We got a couple Greek guys. There's a couple folks. I mean, you know, when it comes to folk, it does say that like most viewers are in North America. Well, we've got all kinds of diversity there, of course. I mean, that's who you guys are. But yeah, it's we need to collect more, guys. I want this looking like the UN here up in the chat. All right, we need to unite gamers from all over the world. Stand up for our rights as retro gamers.
The Force will be with you, always.
Doot. I'm just gonna keep running over the same old ground. Okay, need to follow my notes. I've talked to you. You just want to give me a fresh egg. Okay, I don't think I gave that one a hamburger. I think that was sort of... I need to get back out to the first area and go right, I think. Beep, 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 bop. Sorry, I'm just over here. I'm just gonna do this song over and over again. Beep, 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 bop, bop, bop.
And then you wash it, and then you start by removing the brain.
The voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip.
I think it's on the right. and there were the two monkeys that wanted hamburgers, just hungry monkeys. It is.
It's a new
Hey, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it is so catchy, and I'm really excited. I mean, you know how like when you're playing a game, sometimes I don't know if you guys, if you're like trying to avoid spoilers, and I feel like with this game I want to keep as much of it for myself as I can, but curiosity gets the best of me, and I would go and like click on YouTube videos every now and then, or there was one about the musical samples, and I didn't even think about like, oh yeah, there's probably going to be lots of story spoilers here. They're going to explain the context of this music, or what was going on when this music is used in the game. And I did, I watched one that had something about like the "Your Name Please," and then I was like, okay, time to. This is awesome, and I need to stop watching this because this is going to spoil something for me. Where's the burgers? Just trash can. Yeah, I could see that, and I think that's one of the things that got me even interested in the topic, was I had seen one of those thumbnails even had, I think something from Magical Mystery Tour, it had like a Beatles album up on the thumbnail or something, that part of the allure. I might need to take a breather because I'm just in the same old rooms. Sorry, but I feel a little dried out. Sorry. It's been hot lately, and to try to survive, I've got this fan on me, and it's only doing so much. Yeah, I've noticed some already. I'm half brain dead today. I got like 4 hours of sleep last night, so I'm running on E, but I've noticed with, I swear there's been something in dialogue that I noticed. That's one of the things I'm most excited about, I think, is just doing a deep dive into this game once I might as well get the free experience. Once I'm done, I just want to learn everything about it. Shoot, maybe then I had to play Mother 3 and Beginnings too, so that I avoid all spoilers. Just play them all, disconnect from the internet. One man's journey to avoid spoilers for a series that's, well, God, I mean, Beginnings. When did that come out? Like, that was like 90 or something, 91? God. I'm gonna get these guys heat stroke. I hang out here too long. Okay, someone in here is hungry and wants a hamburger. Let me see if I took a note on this. I forgot we got another chicken. In 1989, wow. Yeah. Yeah, I had that one way too late, huh? Yeah. That's awesome. It's honestly kind of crazy to me that there's these RPGs on, that they pulled off as much as they did on the Famicom and similar, platforms with JRPGs. It's just crazy. And if you want to see some kind of like really cool peak design, you like Game Boy Color, Dragon Quest III has a remake that looks really great. That's it's originally for the Famicom, and then there was a Super Famicom remake of it that's I love and is awesome. I'm trying to finish it at this point. I put it on the back burner many months ago. I'm going to get to it at some point. But, that Game Boy Color remake is actually based on that Super Famicom version. It kind of uses that as more of a base versus going all the way back to the original for every single thing. And or I should just say they took those improvements for the visual and stuff and based it off of that, like, you know. And I think it's yeah, some of those Game Boy Color JRPGs, man, it's cool because at that point it's like, you know, the Famicom is old news at that point for the most, you know, like, you know, what new is coming out for it. But like, oh, you could still have some interesting stuff even with the limitations, you know. It's crazy. Yeah, totally raging. And coincidentally, if you like graphics and you tend to like that kind of Game Boy Color aesthetic, this has got to be one of the best looking games to me for the system. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. At least in terms of it being big and like, you know, I mean, there's other games that have like some big sprite work and stuff like that at points, but yeah, I don't know, the environments and stuff all look really sweet. I'll just say this, it is a much more pleasant experience playing that one than going back to the original Famicom, which is, you know, if you can hang with that one, go for it, you know. But yeah, I would just say, like, those two games aside, I think it's interesting what all they pull off with the Game Boy Color one. Yeah, Mario RPG I really enjoyed. Found our hamburger lover. I got Mario RPG. Like, that was one of the first RPGs I played. There's our flame pendant. Someone was asking about the flame pendant, but I don't know if they wanted it or if they were more... I get the sense that they were more just like saying, hey, stick around till you find that or something, but I don't know. Well, shoot, we've got that eraser, I guess. Rather, that big pencil-shaped iron thing, and then what else? I like the humor in Super Mario RPG too. For, you know, again, remember it's a Super NES game, and it's Nintendo already having this like built-up humor and self-referential kind of world where they're sort of, it's meta. They can kind of poke fun at themselves a little bit, and they know the fan base gets the references. They know the fan base is going to freak out if they find out that, or when they see like Link in the game, you know, or the Samus cameo and the stuff like that, that at that time was still very like, we're just gonna keep getting those fresh eggs from this guy. Especially if we keep talking to it. Sorry, chick. Yeah. I know, it's interesting. I've seen like a maybe like a piece or two of, I don't know, like a early build screenshot or something. It seems like they had put a lot of development into it, huh? Like, I mean, I know they had a really tough time getting Mother 2 done. You know what, guys? I got to get a little break in. I better get to that soon. Let's go here. All right, I think we're getting towards the end of this thing. I got to figure out what's up with the pencil-shaped iron statue thing. Maybe our boy Apple Kid can help. I don't know. Yeah, let me get a little breather. You guys should get one too. Let's all take a break. Thanks for hanging. I'm really tired. I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. So yeah, I'm not my usual jazzy self. I don't know, maybe it's some slow jazz. So, what is this, ASMR mode? What are we doing here? All right, guys, let's get a break. Thank you so much for hanging. Thanks again for the follow, Ragin. I appreciate you guys hanging. Hope you can stick around. I'll see you in a bit. BRB.
Hey guys, thanks for the nice long break. How you doing? Happy Monday. Oh man, I'm running not at 100% today, and I can't get my hat on straight, apparently. Yeah, good to see you guys. Welcome. We are involved in some monkey business. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I feel like the last thing I knew, we were smashing the Mani Mani statue, and now we're in a trading game with some monkeys. You never know what you're going to get with this game. We're trying to see a guru who I thought was a monkey guru. I saw some evidence against that recently, but what can you do? Monkey guru who has monkey attendants, you know. One second. I'm tired. I went to a concert last night.
Yeah, let's keep this Parvinator party
Rhodes,
going.
thanks, man. Sub to you. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, man. I like it as a, yeah. I like it as a sub, you know. That's the best what's up, actually. No. We need more of these. More friendly sub, Parvin? Question mark. No, man, thank you. Thank you for the subscription, man. Thanks for supporting the screen. The scream. Yeah. Oh, wow. I bet, yeah. Good luck, Ragin. Yeah, it sounds like a heck of a flight. Yeah. I imagine that's going to take a little while to adjust to. I know, I've had pretty terrible jet lag a couple times. I did one trip to Japan and one trip to Australia, and both of those were pretty gnarly trips. When did you stream, Roats? You had mentioned that, gosh, I'm itchy. Sorry, guys. I'm dried out. Need some lotion. We're gonna talk men's skincare again. Here we go. I'm taking notes this time. Oh wow, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Well, yeah, glad you had a good time. Yeah, that's a crazy flight. I know, you're just kind of delirious too. You're moving through airports at a certain point, and it's, yeah. I felt a deep tiredness on the, like, after those trips, that one of those deep tired levels that yeah, it was you know, I don't hit that tier that often, you know. Oh, I missed Rhodes that you said you'd already beaten it. Only 4 chapters left, and I have it beaten already. So get some epilogue or something. Okay, what the hell am I doing?
I see. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I always wanted to play the. I always wanted to play Mafia. I never got around to, you know, the old version. Didn't it? Wasn't its big thing like? So was it PS2? Something, but yeah, or PS3, but you started to get like some, like a kind of a big map of, maybe it's LA Noir, I'm thinking of. I know I was interested in Mafia when it was out. I'm just trying to remember it, but yeah. Yeah, right. I'm getting it mixed up. Yeah, Ragin, on the way back from, which flight was this, actually? No, yeah, it was, I think on the way to Japan. Like, I remember some folks had told me beforehand, like, oh, you know, it's hard to adjust to, you know, traveling and the jet lag and everything. I recommend not sleeping on the plane or something, so that when you get there, you're and it, you know, you try to push through to the end of the night or whatever, and then you sleep and you just try to get on a new schedule, which all sounds great until you realize that that's essentially your body like going 120 down the freeway, and then you suddenly throw it in reverse, you know, and then ask it to drive. You know, normally after that, or get back up to 120, you know. Oh yeah, I meant to figure out what we need for this, oh. There it is. That's the pop I needed, jeez. Yeah. Yeah, Nick, I haven't been in a long time myself. It was, yeah, this for me was like 2006 or something. And I like saved up, you know, at the time I was still like from the end of high school or whatever, 'cause this was like just after a year of college or whatever, but during that time I like just was working and trying to bank as much as I could for the trip, you know, the pilgrimage. So I got to take the pilgrimage. It was cool. It was very cool. It was I got to do, I think it was, if anything, I feel that, I don't know, I'm really happy I got to stay with a few friends as well, because like I got a different, having folks there and throwing parties because they have a guest and stuff, and like I was treated really, really kindly. I had made a few friends. It started with me like tutoring a person who like had become my friend and stuff, and then like, you know, met a few other Japanese foreign exchange students at my college, and you know, it's funny, we had a lot of we talked a lot about games and stuff too. Final Fantasy was lingua franca, you know. There was actually, you know, one of my friends, see, it's funny because like I watched his language skills really just explode while he was there, but like when I had first met him, he hadn't even been there for that long, and he was still kind of struggling. But I remember being able to connect to him through games and stuff, and then like, yeah, it was a quick study, man. It really helps when you can try to, you know, immerse yourself. You'd be surprised how fast you can learn. Let me fix this, sorry. Just catching up on chat now. Yeah, looks like you guys we're all talking it out. Yeah. Yeah, I think if I had been there totally by myself, I don't know. I think that really made the trip as well, because I spent a lot of time with my friends and their families, so that was cool, you know. And like at one point, it was cool. Like I really got treated too. Like one of my buddies, Keiki, his parents like took us to an onsen, like a spa or whatever. We had like one night. And everybody, that was actually the night I ate a horse sashimi. And, you know, and yeah, there's some good pictures of me in a Japanese robe somewhere. I saved those for the OnlyFans. Jeez. But yeah, no, like holding a you know, a tall boy, Keaton. Yeah, that was a fun time. The onsen was pretty sweet. I had never been to one before, and was like, I certainly had to get over some, you know, well, I just didn't know anything. I mean, like, if I had known in advance, you know, what it involves, because, like, I get there and I'm handed a towel, and probably nobody thought they needed to explain this or anything. But yeah, I remember, you know, you're separated out or whatever. We went into our side, and like, I remember like getting a towel, and then you go to like a locker room area, and I remember thinking for a little bit, and as I look back on this, sure, this sounds ridiculous, but I remember thinking that maybe I was supposed to use this towel to cover my modesty, or, you know, at least what I could of it. And so I walk into the spa, basically using this towel as think of it as a sensor bar or whatever, and you know, walk in where like this was sweet. It was like this mountain onsen, like hot springs resort thing. But yeah, it looked like went into like a couple of the tubs or whatever, and I went like towards it. I remember my buddy saying like, "Hey, he was like, what are you doing?" And he's like, you just walk around with, you know, without the towel. I was like, okay. Oh, I understand. And I look around, and it's like, I see a bunch of old Japanese guys, like, you know, and like, you know, everybody's all, you know, lounging on the side, but kind of looking forward, you know. Turns out, yeah, you're just supposed to, you know, walk around naked, you know, which, yes. You know, like I said, so had I ever done that before? No. Had I known, like, hey, this is what people do, I would be like, okay, I understand, right? It makes sense. But yeah, in the moment, you can imagine the worries of like, well, wait, am I supposed to like wear? Because I think I started to go like, I think I even like at first was like gonna try to go in my underwear or something. Or I think that was one of the things. They're like, no, yeah, just the towel, which was confusing. Just the towel? What is that? What do we just wear the towel? I was an uncultured guy. I'd never been to a public bath, really. I guess the closest was I guess the closest was like the sauna at this gym. That sucked. There's this gym that was got busted for selling it. I went there when I was in middle school. My dad had a membership, and they had something where like kids could come in if they were a certain age or something. I don't know. Like I think I got like a really cheap membership or something. And It's funny because like while I was in high school, I think at some point it was like that place got busted for selling HGH. And like as a supplement. Rather not no, excuse me, not HGH. Sorry, I'm blacking out on the name of it, but it was like a well, speaking of blackout, like it was a sorry, jeez. Yikes. It was a GHB. Yes, that's the one I'm going for. It was a common, like, you know, blackout and drink spiking drug. No good, right? Well, I guess small, you know, who knows? Anyway, you weren't supposed to be selling them. Yeah, at the gym. Using your gym as a front to apparently sell a lot of it, apparently. But yeah. Good stuff. Anyway, that's a fun little tangent there. We're talking it all, folks. Spas. GHB. Oh, wait, I was like, oh, he's sparkling, but that's just the floor. Okay, I gotta figure out what's going on with this, is this maybe this is like the deepest we've made it, or... Let's use some, rust promoter on it. The Talarama OnlyFans. I was catching up on some of the chat. Yeah, that one was still love. Well, sadly, I thought Talarama was a monkey, and I saw something just before press time here, just before we went live here at the news desk. Sadly, confirming that I think it's just an old guy. That sounds good, Rotes. Thanks for hanging out, man. Enjoy some T-Roy. I'm not getting a whole lot done tonight. I don't know that there's anything else in this... Like, I don't know that I'm missing any other parts. Like, any other sections other than that one pencil. Some of this I've just been stomped over so many times. Jeez Louise. Okay, This, you know, that. Sometimes I can hear the music a little bit better than others, just based on all the ambient noise outside. I've got a window open. It's like, it can be so loud if everybody's got their AC running.
Here in LA, a cloudy morning. Very still right now.
Ooh, I'm tired. I need like a virtual boy stand or something right now to just prop my chin up, I think. It'd be nice. Keep me in the game. Okay, I don't know, maybe we need to call somebody. Can we... If we get to this phone here, let's call Mom. We haven't called her in a while. The little guy's homesick. Let's call Dad. Oh yeah, I'm interested in learning more about that. You know, once it's done, Ragin. Yeah. There's so much about this game I really just want to dig into, and that's interesting. Yeah, I've been kind of curious about it. It's fascinating to me too. Like, I did some research at the beginning of this, like starting this game, tried to put together a little essentially a book report. Hey guys, here's what I learned mostly from Wikipedia. Well, like, it was fun learning a little bit about the development and how this game was stuck in dev hell for a while and dealt with, like, I guess Nintendo was close to pulling the plug a couple of times, and then they felt reassured when Iwata came on the scene. Oh, my eye is so itchy. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Give me a pickup. Actually, I want a delivery. Damn it. Dad, leave me. Sorry, Dad. Dad, just hear some breathing on the other end of the line. What the heck? Somebody from the desert. All right. I don't know if they'll come all the way out to the desert like this, but maybe. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it is, and it's also interesting too, because, like, you know, I'm curious about the marketing stuff, and I want to learn more because I had seen, like, that, you know, this game stinks and stuff. And it's funny, Nick here in the chat had, like, even used that for like a stream title one time, a play on that, and I didn't know what it was from or anything, and I remember thinking, like, oh, that's not a nice thing to say about your own stream, you know. And yeah, of course, like, you know, yeah, he's in on the joke, you know. It's a big EarthBound head, but, you know. Oh yeah, it's funny. Yeah, Dustin, welcome, buddy. Yeah, this game stinks. What a tagline, right? That's. It's almost, I feel that a line like that, you know, like when it's just interesting because for an audience that knows nothing about this series at all and nothing about the main person, it's a celebrity in Japan, who's attached to this thing, and like you're not getting any buy-in with, like, at all with this game stinks. Like, if it was better known, then you could kind of, maybe you could play with something like that, right? And you're like, people are already treating this as a bit of a known entity or something that's, you know, like, they might expect a level of quality or something. And, yeah. All these, dang, got all these Louisiana folks showing up. Oh man. As I look over, yeah, I'm from Alabama and don't live there anymore, but you know, it's like the one thing that this is, the cat's been sleeping on this one, but yeah, you know, it's, yeah. Dustin says, sorry for this offensive gesture here. Yeah, I know, he just followed earlier too, so, you know, I'm blowing it. That's funny. Yeah, well, it's funny. Well, yeah, I live on the West Coast now, and people aren't, you know, it's just funny because the people that are into college football who are here are typically from somewhere else, you know. They're from the Midwest or they're from the Southeast, you know. Just because, like, yeah, you know, it hasn't exactly been crazy exciting in a little while for the most part. Well, yeah, I enjoy college football. That's one thing I brought with me everywhere. Yeah. For sure, yeah. No, I understand, yeah. It's I get it. You know, okay, can I call? I didn't even think about this when I was in here. I don't know what's up. I feel like I'm supposed to already know something about that, about that that whatchamacallit, that pencil out there. Like, but I don't know. Just want to make sure I haven't already missed something. I know earlier we did something with, you know, involving that. And yeah, there was a big joke. I think we got like an eraser or something. I think Apple Kid made us something. It is interesting. We can go all the way back to Tucson. Isn't that where Apple Kid was from? Stand in the street. You know what? It's $4, isn't it? We've only got like 84,000, so. I might still have that. I bet that's what it is. I considered that for half a second and I totally forgot about it. Yeah, thank you, Dustin. I was actually going to try to track that down. I did the wrong choice with escargot and then forgot to get a pickup. No, we're going all the way back to Tucson, y'all. Wait, can't I buy a house at this point with that much money? I think it was maybe 25 or 50. Okay. Yeah. Oh shoot, I actually meant to write it all the way. Darn. Okay, we get to pay again. Other side. Give me out of 3. Yeah, it's not that much. The sounds in this game are really pleasant, aren't they? I like that stuff. I know, Nick, it's going so slow. I mean, a lot of that is because the stream has also been doing a lot better too, and you know, with that is going to come a slower play of a game like this, you know. Something that I don't know. Yeah, hopefully it's been good. I appreciate you guys hanging. The song, this is a fun one, Ichigo. Some of them I gotta like, I gotta close this window. I need to be able to hear this. Yeah, totally. I mean, it feels like it. The nature of the game with, I mean, you know, it's got hotels and restaurants and departments. You know what I mean? Like it's built into this game. I think sleep is a mechanic in the game for repairing things, and you know, it's it's interesting. It is a journey. Back to the bois bois. Wah, 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 wah. Oh yeah, now going back there. Okay. Oh yeah, Dustin was talking about the advertising. Yeah, totally. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Totally. I think that's a great point. Like and yeah, thank you for the thank you for referencing the Sega Sickos as well, you know. Like I said, I'm kind of becoming one myself, but do band do blom 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 blom. Right, yeah. They're all over the place. Well, you know, it's funny because I will say that, like, one of the common complaints, especially, like, you know, if it's Alabama or close SEC, there's a lot of the like, well, this person didn't even go to the school or whatever, which is its own kind of, you know, like, it's its own kind of elitism, especially when, you know, professional sports can kind of be like underrepresented in a place like Bama, you know. So it's like, yeah, what else do you watch, you know, if you want to? No wonder someone, you know, dedicates their life to it, you know. It's they were going to do it for a sport, and this was the, you know, this is the only one cooking, so. Yeah, I know, it's funny. Well, so I get hey, at least with that one, I could say I went to the school, you know. It was cool. Yeah, I think for me, it was interesting because I needed to go in-state as well, because like, I'm very thankful to have had like, there was some of the tuition was paid for something that my granddad had set up. And as like a gift or whatever when I was just a baby. So that covered a portion of it, and then I even at that point was still like, I'm ready to get out. I'm ready to get out of the state and go somewhere else. But like, yeah, my dad basically broke it down. Was like, okay, well, you go in state, we pay, you know, we pay this much. You go elsewhere, yeah. And what I had would go like hardly any, you know, wouldn't be redeemable for anything outside for the most part. So like at a certain point, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to be here. And I had started at a small college and then transferred to that one. And I think I really enjoyed that one because I felt that first place I went to was like really, like everybody went home on the weekend and stuff. And including I did lots of times just because it could be really boring there because most everybody went home. And I think it was nice to go to a campus that actually had like stuff going on. And hey, even though it's Alabama, guys, you could it could still be a place to you know, fire up a young, you know, I don't know, yeah, fire a young mind. Help someone find other people and get exposed to a little taste of the rest of the world. And yeah, I think I was kind of missing that at the smaller school and stuff. And well, I took a job at this barbecue place, and one of the guys there just he spent a lot of time bragging about what a party school it was in the 90s. And it was like, there was something about like 1990, whatever. You know, Alabama was a number 3, you know, he was like, man, we were ranked number 3 party school in the nation or something and there was a story that went along with that involved you know, a usual long list of drugs as well, and it's just regaling us with this story as we like do our side work at the restaurant. Like, all right, cool. Nice. It's funny too because now like he was probably like my age at this, but like in his late 30s at that point or something. No, he wouldn't have even been that old, but maybe the restaurant life was and that party life in the number 3 party school in the nation. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, right. We put on some extra years. I always thought that was kind of funny that like, you know, like I'm young and stupid and like, you know, thinking about, you know, maybe even saying like, oh, I'm hungover or something, you know, like, or like, you know, I don't know, it's just something about like a party coming up, like mild, some, you know, reference to something, you know, and like, and then just like jumping in with the like, all right, you know, you kids, you know, you think you partied, huh? I just don't know if I jump in with those stories, you know. I don't know why I keep bugging this guy. I just like I'm totally not reading the dialogue at all. Sometimes I would like a hint, you know? Why not get a hint from the next house?
Get jobs in offices and wake up for the morning. Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. Grow up.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
That's an all-time favorite for me. That one, and I just got one back on the board that had been missing for a long time. I think maybe someone hit it in the chat the other day, but
I'm pissed now.
Oh yeah, sorry, where was I trying to go? Where am I? I'm in on it. Okay, we were gonna buy a house, and the house was like up on the coast. I'm gonna do the house, and then we'll go deal with the monkeys, hopefully. Town. No, this was like where it was like up a bit. Up towards Ness. Yeah, I need to... Oh, maybe it is. It's in some in-between area. So what I was thinking was it... Yeah, maybe it's in the area just south of this or something. Is that what it is? All right, we'll find it. I had the escargot pick up a bicycle. It's all good. Let's check it out. Everything's close enough. It's either down this way or it's you go up towards Ness's home. And it's like... I'm looking at this like... So that's... Yeah, that area up like just below where it says Ape. That was where like the steps were, I think. Or how you know, got access to that like a club area or something that was closed. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's up towards the north there. Let's see. Yeah, I remember it being on a cliff. I do remember that. Yeah. It might be kind of covered up by where you know, where it says the town name and stuff. It's all coming back to me now.
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
That's not how the tune goes, but that's okay. I went to a concert last night that was great. I saw King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard play with the Los Angeles Philharmonic, and it was an awesome show. I came home with some friends afterwards. Oops, wrong way. Takes a while to get out of that place because it's huge. It's like an 18,000 person venue at the Hollywood Bowl. And yeah, it was an awesome show. It was the previous one I had seen there was like a 3-hour marathon show from them, and I don't know. I was more tired after this one, surprisingly, but yeah. We got home, and I think just since you know we were hosting, we had people over for a while, and then I don't know. It was just still kind of wound up, and tried to go to sleep but couldn't. And then I ended up getting like 4 hours or something. And waking up and just with like a massive headache, even though I had like a beer, you know. It's mostly just like running yourself down totally. All right. No. Cookie, goodbye. I'm leaving the cookie, but I can't play this game right now, apparently. Jeez Louise. All right, so it's not up that way. I meant to go up this way anyway, closer towards Ness's, but then you cut over to the left. I'm getting old, yeah. I was surrounded by a bunch of. It was funny. The show had some interesting age ranges, including a lot of folks late 30s like me and older. So this is the actual where they are. It's like down that little path. I don't want to go to Pokey's house. Freaking guy. Yeah, that's definitely a big chunk of the equation there. It was cool. Like, they're doing this like short tour where they work with local orchestras. You know, they're doing one in San Diego tonight, and yeah, they're doing it with whatever their you know, I forget the name of theirs. Yeah, the one that I saw was like the LA Philharmonic. I think they did one in Forest Hills, New York, with, you know, one of the big, one of those big orchestra groups out there. I don't know my symphonies. When I hear them, I'm like, that sounds right. Yeah, of course, I've heard that, you know. But now I'm like, yeah, which one's a symphony? Which one's a... It looks like a fixer-upper. Where's the guy that's gonna sell it to us? It's over to the east, right? Yeah, it's like right up on the cliff, wasn't he? It's a fixer-upper. Yeah, I had a good time, Dustin. Yeah, it was sweet, and overall, it was really cool. Like, it was so. It's cool too to think of like how they haven't played with this group before, you know, and it's like props to the composer who like worked with the band to get like this last album. That was kind of the concept of it. Was, yeah, they wanted to try, you know, writing scores and stuff and having it doing some live performances and stuff, and yeah, it's sweet that there were a couple of, I mean, because there's one of the songs they play has a ton of time changes and stuff. It's a really sweet one called Dragon, and yeah, they did this really awesome orchestra. I want to hear it back. I know that there were a couple of people taping it. Yeah. Recording. Where's the... I thought that there was a person outside trying to sell this place. Wait, this is the person's house who had the money statue, isn't it? No. Liar. Yeah, this is Liar Exaggerates place, isn't it? Yeah. You know what? I broke that statue, buddy. Sorry. Oh, I'm not ignoring you. I came all the way for this, not to buy a house by the sea or anything. Oh. Crunch.
Oh, what are you doing?
Okay. I want to make some progress. I wanted to clear this Talarama section, but yeah, I think I must have had a escargot pickup. I forgot about that. Here we are at our sweet little rock. Yeah, hey Gemini, welcome. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. It's been really fun. So trying to do a blind playthrough, and first time through, it's been fun. The game kind of sets itself apart from the beginning. So yeah, finally got around to it. Also, I've been playing it for a long time already, and yeah, I stay quite distracted when I play, but with that being said, we still got a lot of Which is the one that gets you to your quest? Or, oh yeah, you go to the Soundstone, yeah. Hey, Metroid, welcome. We're bound. We are bound. We only have 3 of the 8. Kind of like, I'm guessing this is sort of your like key item, or, you know. I mean, you know, I was taking even notes at the beginning of it and talking about like you needing, those are the sounds. Shoot, I was getting into that earlier. It's right here. But yeah, you'll be able to play those, and you know, you'll be able to like combine your power with the Earths. We'll shatter the nightmare rock and reveal the path of light. Ooh. To defeat Gigas, your own power must unite with the Earth's. The Earth will then channel your power and multiply it. 8 points you must visit to make those places your own.
Nice. It's a new
Each of these
follower.
locations is your sanctuary. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, thanks for that. That's been a fun one so far. I'm enjoying this game. Yeah, I know, right? It's about time for Dad to call. I'll leave it on this screen often. I've done it a time or two with the chicken, and just in fact, the first time the chicken had me thinking something was wrong with our setup here, and I may or may not have disconnected the HDMI cable, thinking it just needed to be unplugged and plugged back in, and then in doing so, the game, like, you know, whenever I do that, there's about a 20% chance it may not work that second time, you know, so our luck was go in that direction. So it's like it froze, and then I actually like gave it a problem, like I created a problem just thinking about this chicken in the inventory and thinking that we needed to, and then I like had stuff frozen for a little bit, and it took a couple minutes. Yeah. They got me good. I'll tell you what's got me good now. It's bad posture. You know, it's funny, Pokey from the very beginning, yeah. The dialogue from him and his filter on everything is just so funny. You know, I don't know, it's hilarious. It's funny because I had only played the very, very beginning of the game where you like go up to the, you know, towards the rock and stuff, and you get stopped by Pokey, I think, and he's like, hey, everything's good, you know, go to bed, I will talk about it tomorrow or something. And of course you're supposed to like you know, like the writing from the jump is telling you about this kid, you know, that he, at the very least, right, something is wrong, you know. At the very least the kid is a little twerp, and you know, but of course there's, you know, something much more sinister, and yeah, it's funny because I had only seen that kind of beginning part, and I had picked up like, okay, why is he telling us to go home? That's not right, you know, like, and I didn't understand, like, oh yeah, you're actually supposed to go back to Ness's house at this point. Like, I thought maybe there must be some other way to get up there. This is just some silly JRPG dialogue, you know. And then the next day, I see something on YouTube, a video that says like, Pokey, something along the lines of like, why Pokey deserves a fate worse than hell, or something like that, you know. So and I was like, okay, well, I knew that this kid seemed like he was not exactly on our side, and yeah, and I also well, you know, well, that's what's funny is because I that had me thinking too. Well, oh yeah, in Smash, I was thinking about Newport City, and that was one thing that was really bugging me playing this game. You know, because like having played some Smash, and then, you know, just kind of, you know, all right. I was playing Super NES games when this game was coming out and popular. I just never played it. So like, you know, you learn some things just by osmosis over time, and I think most of that came from Smash. But yeah, even with, so I would have these little bits and pieces, and of course now I'm like playing that game of putting together the little things I know with the little bits of spoilers I found with what I'm seeing in the game. You know, it's that's what you get when you play a game that's 30 years old. I think so, yeah. I bet a lot did, yeah. I mean, especially since most people found, you know, the game didn't sell well originally, so. That makes sense. For me, before Smash, I did see one thing about EarthBound, and I remember seeing the box before. Or at least the art for it in Nintendo Power. But yeah, certainly when it got to Smash, it took me a while. Rather, you know, I'm seeing the names and stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't know I don't know anything about Ness. I don't know what this little guy is that's walking around with a big nose and tiny, like, you know, the tiny little Mr. Saturn, you know. I don't know what any of this. And then Newport City was one of the things that had me kind of like trying to work backwards. Like, well, where does that come into EarthBound? Da, da, da. And then someone...
It's a sub. You gifted a sub.
Yeah. Rhodes, thanks, man. How you doing, dude? Thanks for that sub, man. And here, let me get a story kicking off for you. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Rhodes. Thinking of a story. Try to dig deep for something maybe I haven't said. Well, I have a memory of staying up late with my cousin, who was like my video game rival, and you know, one of my best friends as a kid, closest friends, and you know how cousins, they're good for that. What's up with is it just kind of staying up on the screen? What's happening right now? It's frozen. Give me one sec. What's up with my notifications? They're freaking out. Give it a nice fade. Hopefully it's... Okay, I think we're fixed now. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, well, thanks for joining us, yeah. And Rhodes, thanks for doing that again, yeah, thank you. NES or Super NES story? So, I have one memory of staying up late playing the game. I've told this one before, but playing the game Yoshi. A lot of stories of like staying up late gaming with my cousin. One of them was playing the game Yoshi, you know, for NES, which is not it's a puzzle game, and it's kind of fun, but it's not great. Like, I think it's fun for a little bit, and I have some nostalgia for it, but you have Mario or Luigi, and you basically spin around and you stack things, and you know, like I was gonna say like things it's that kind of puzzle thing where you're trying to stack the right stuff and then it goes away, but it involves like a shell, like getting a shell and then having something in between it and then a top shell. So like a bottom shell, you know, and then something sandwiched in between the top and bottom shell. And then those things all go away for a bunch of points. And I remember this was one night we got away with like staying up pretty late, and I just remember for whatever reason, we just thought it was the funniest thing to like, I don't know what it was, barf, and said as I don't know how it came to be, but said as like a lamb or a goat or something, you know, and it was really fun. I mean, you can try it yourself at home, but barf. And we were both playing this game, I think trying to psych each other out. And that was one of those, like, you know, it was a rib splitter. Your sides are hurting. And it was something as simple as just repeating the word barf. And make you watching your opponent start to screw up. It's yeah. 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 Well, you know, I think everybody, you know, has some cool stuff in their time, and yeah. Sorry that you missed it, RB, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's amazing now. And as a kid, I don't think I ever could have seen the level of appreciation for and access to these a lot of retro games. You know, and then just discussion about it. It's just crazy, you know. Like you know. The level of discourse, how many, you know, 3-hour treatises of even just this game alone do you have, even on just the music or something, you know, like, I used like RF switch for a bit, I think. I had that, like, that was the only one we had access to for a little bit, yeah. I remember having to use those old, and then of course I thought AV was such a big step up. I'm just wandering now, I need to find the bus stop. There isn't one here, you gotta go to Tucson. I believe. I wish I had some space for a CRT. I could see myself using one, although at this point I have a really good solution. It was an expensive one, but yeah, I've got the RetroTink 5X Pro, and it ended up growing also in like necessity and how many systems I had for it, and this is what I'm doing now is kind of like a rebuild of, you know, my pretty much the whole gaming library, and these guys are an instant kill. Tucson, I know, I still sometimes will screw up the pronunciation too, like miss the pun. But yeah, I had some, our NES was RF switch for the longest time. Yeah. Well, you know, it's funny, Dustin, because like there just wasn't a I will say, like, back then it was because gaming was all right, I don't know. I think people's knowledge of like output and what was good, it took time for that to kind of grow for the consumers. And you could certainly be like, you know, not really know that much about the tech and still hook a console up, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's interesting to think about, like, nowadays, if you're playing this kind of old stuff, you've probably watched or read something where people are talking about best outputs, or they're showing side-by-side comparisons.
there is so much on like Twitter and Reddit of like side-by-side comparisons of, you know, AV versus composite versus, you know, etc. Right? S video, you know, and it's interesting to see, you know, people are a lot better informed about it, I think, these days, and so people do tend to want to go for something really nice and sharp. Yeah. Yeah, Rotes is grounded. He's got a bum wheel. Yeah, I was curious about that one. That one I remember even with Smash kind of being like, what's up with this name? How do I say it? You know, for the first town, Ness's hometown. You know, I was with Smash, I remember, and I didn't know enough about the game at that point to know the numbering, the wordplay they're doing. Got that flat tire. Yeah. Get me to a bus station. Jeez. I'm not playing well today, guys. Thanks for your patience. It's down here next street. Won it. Yeah, I was curious about that since it's Tucson. Are there still bad people running around here? What's going on? Hey, Apple Kid, I lost your invention. Spare. I see. They stay zombied. Oh wait, I meant to go to the bus. Oh, woo! I got that, oof. Nostalgia wave and a exhaustion wave.
Oh, this is Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis.
Speaking of exhaustion, I played 5 hours of... there was a lot of talk, too, a lot of hanging out, but there was a lot of... I tried to beat, or at least make it to the last level of Altered Beast, and could not get it done. I was getting hung up on that boss on the next to last level. Hey, Rhodes, thanks, man. Yeah, it's not, you know, it's more in the background now, thankfully, but I've just kind of been like in a long sort of migraine, you know, phase where it's like not always that bad, but then sometimes it really like, it's just, it's ratcheted up a couple of times in the last week or so that I've been kind of surprised. It had been a while since, you know, I'd kind of had some that just sort of, it's crazy. It's like sometimes when it hits, it's like you know, I like to be energetic, and that feels like what I'm being, who I am when I'm that way, or, you know, like I'm happy, I'm taking in life around me. And then, yeah, it's like sometimes when the migraine hit, it can be just such a quick zap, and then I don't always feel the pain right away, but it's like instant, like energy just, and then it's just like a shell, you know, and then sometimes I'll be like, what is wrong? You know, it's like, why do I suddenly feel like I, you know, disconnected from everything around me? And then it's like, oh shit. It hurts to have my eyes open. Ouch, you know, like that's kind of been the, what's happened this last week a couple of times. If I got myself, you know, worn down pretty bad, or, you know. Yeah, well, that you know, it's caffeine is used in some of the stuff for like heavy headache and migraine, like over-the-counter meds and stuff. Like and I guess even, yeah, some of the migraine stuff, you know. Yeah, like migraine, and then that coffee.
I believe they're supposed to potentiate each other, or at least it's supposed to maybe help that Tylenol kick in a little bit or something. I don't know if it makes the coffee any better too, but, you know, the caffeine effect. But yeah, it makes the Tylenol help a little bit. Man. It can really help, Dust. Yeah, I think I mean, I'm kind of beat up too because I was like you know, I was outside yesterday and like doing a bit of, you know, a bit of cheering and, you know, wooing, being a fangirl, like, oh, I'm just so excited. And yeah, that was me. Ooh, I'm just so excited. That's what I do at concerts, exactly. But so I'm hoarse from that. And then there's also just a lot of like it's an outdoor thing, like, you know, and a lot of folks around us are smoking and stuff. So I remember at a certain point, this song called Iron Lung came on, and I was like, ironic, isn't it? You know, one would need an iron lung to, I don't know, yeah, to be in this concert crowd, to be around all the smoke. It said, I can't finish the joke. I'm tired, guys. Sorry. I should probably get a short break myself. We're not going to quit, though. No, man. It was just, you know, I mean, it was all around us at the concert. Everything. The green, the brown. Thankfully, it was outdoors, because that helps. Let me, you know what? Let's go to this one instead. We're switching. I love the soft EarthBound music. We're going to go here. A distraction can sometimes help with a headache. Yeah, I certainly believe in that. Jeez Louise. I'm seeing the catching up now with some of the chat, seeing the 2 mile runs in the Motrin, yeah. I was actually thinking about throwing in some like electrolytes or something. I think I got some a word from today's sponsor, Liquid IV.
Oh, this is Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis.
Yeah, I'm tired. Monkey business maybe when we get back. Yeah. All right, let's get a nice long break in, and when I come back, we'll play a little bit more, maybe for another at least 45 minutes, something like that. All right, guys. See you in a bit. BRB. Oh, I thought I hit the button. Still thought I hit the button. Okay. All right. Hey, yo. Alright, let's get back into it. Let's do it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging. Happy Monday. We are getting something done in this game. What? I don't know. We're gonna go talk to some monkeys. Trade some things. We've, let's see. I think goods-wise, I think I'm all full once again. Thanks for the reminder on that, Dustin. Yeah. Yeah, Rachel, it helps. Honestly. Yeah, I don't do the electrolytes thing that often, but sometimes you're, sometimes you're dragging. You need a little help. I think headache-wise, sometimes I can, it can help. It's like I can feel my, head health. I don't know, like, or at least feel the headache waning, and it's like, feel it going down a bit. All right, so we've got some stuff we need to get rid of here, I think. We got a cookie we need to eat. I meant to give that to Bull, but it doesn't matter. I don't know what his max HP is. Okay. Let's call for the pickup maybe first and get rid of a couple items, and then we'll get a delivery. No. Hey, Tracy. All right. I gotta kick back in the chair here.
Oh my God!
Escargot Express. Did I already call you guys for a delivery? I was looking down at the soundboard. We're gonna get ourselves an eraser and take care of that big statue inside the Talarama compound. Down this Talarama's spiritual subterranean compound. What's going on in there, guys? I'm kind of worried for the sake of all these monkeys. You can cover the bill, right? Alright, take some things away. Take away my arrest promoter. Yeah, right. They seem to be happy. I didn't mean to just do rust promoter. Let's start that again. The monkeys do seem to be there willingly. They just found a good guy. They just found a guru that they were looking for a little guidance in their life, and Talarama seems to lead the way for them. Got a broken tube. Get that fixed. Ooh. Let's go. Take another handbag strap, and then when we get, we have several of those I think already in storage, and when we get Paula back, we'll use those. Okay. So, sorry, I do not want to talk to you. Parv is very awkward in this game, but I'd like to think I'm better in real life, but I don't know. Let's see, depends on the everybody has their good and bad days, I guess, and it depends on the circumstances. Alright. You know what? I need a delivery Oh, I have a machine that he could fix too. I think I put that in there because I wasn't sure that they were good for anything. There's a bomb as well. Backstage pass. Slingshot can stay in there for all I care. I guess I should finally get this exit mouse out too. That could actually come in handy sometime, but... oh shoot. Foiled by a wrong button. No! I'm so used to ordering a pickup. Oh, it's a struggle tonight.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus, what's that smell, man?
Oh. It's okay.
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby, indeed. This delivery guy is gonna be like, what the hell, man? Come on. You know what? While you're here, the trick yo-yo wasn't that. I don't know if it's doing the trick for me, but yeah. Hey, thanks KA13B. Yeah, thanks for hanging out today. Yeah, stuff's been kind of growing around here lately. It's nice, but yeah, a little slow burn. Yeah, that's a good question. You know, I kind of struggle to answer that right now, but yeah, I'm I've had a couple things so far. You know, a couple careers that crashed and burned. No, but yeah, you know, I'm sort of at a bit of a transition right now. But yeah, hard to say at this point. Good question. I do want to have more EarthBound related dreams. That'd be nice. Although some of the ones in the, I don't know, I'm gonna have someone like talking to me through telepathy from across town or something, or a couple towns over, telling me to head south. Head south. This is the stuff of dreams. This game. The space in between dreams and reality. Ugh. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to pull it together, but yeah, it's tough. Hitting the wow. Let's play a little bit longer, though. I've got a little bit more in me, and wow, they've stored a lot for us. There it is, pencil eraser. Missed it. First page. Or second page. Go back. There it is. What else? Let me see if there's anything else I should get while we're here. I know. I've kept the exit mouse for so long.
Uh-oh. Looks like we've got company.
Hey, looks like T-Roy's coming in. T-Roy, welcome. How you doing?
Let's get weird. Let's get weird.
What's up, dude? T-Roy, what's going on? Tater, how's the tune, man? Welcome. Guys, welcome. We're looking at this this emote here. This is great. Welcome, guys. How you doing? Hey, what were you guys playing? T-Roy, what were you guys up to? I'm gonna shut this window. I feel self-conscious. shouldn't have to hide my love for gaming and gaming discourse, but, you know, I live near a lot of neighbors, so what can you do? How are you guys doing? What were you up to? What were you playing? We want a pencil. Yes, we want... Give me the exit mouse and give me the pencil. I'm in inventory hell once again. My favorite. We're trying to finish this little thing where it's basically a trading quest where you give mice these things to get through a maze. Each one of them wants something, and you know, it's just like a labyrinth. Apparently there's a guru way back there named Tala Rama, and all these mice serve this guru, and we're trying to make our way to the guru at this point. And I actually confirmed. My God, I'm trying to get the pencil eraser. I'm having a fun time. At least I know how to do it now. Terrible. Playing some RimWorld. Oh, cool. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing in RimWorld? I've enjoyed that saga so far, and yeah, welcome. I've heard T-Roy say Siba John. Yeah, welcome. How you doing? I hope you're still alive in RimWorld. That game, I have no idea what's going on in that game, yet I'm loving it. Loving every minute of it. He's hard to kill. Devin, welcome. Happy Monday.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Okay, we're gonna call for one more pickup here. Yes, Nutbuster on the TTV. Nutbuster cracks me up. Oh, we're hey, a little hotel stay. I didn't mean to, but we're treating ourselves tonight.
Dang.
Oh, nice, Devin. Yeah, I haven't heard of Friday Night Funkin'. Sounds funky. I feel like I need a really nice boom, you know, like just running up and down the bass fretboard. Some Friday Night Funkin'. You're knocking them out. Nice, man. I didn't realize that there's like a create a level kind of thing with Meat Boy. The Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy. Yeah, I know, Tater. I was seeing that. I feel for him. Somehow everyone is still alive and Rhodes joined them. Yep. Yes. Okay, all right. I like how, you know, all the little RimWorlders are showing off their little personalities too, you know? I know I'm being... That sounds like I'm just being sort of patronizing here. All those little RimWorlders, you know, they've all got their own lives. POV on the world. All right, I'm gonna call for an Escargot Express. I need a pencil eraser. Can you guys help me? I think it's for some important storyline stuff. Livery. I should get that bomb out as well. Can I get that bomb you guys were storing for me? That'd be great. Yeah, pencil eraser. Yes. Baum. Nothing else. Pencil eraser bomb. Is that correct? Yes. All right, there it is. Bum 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 bum. What is going on in the chat? Impossible Boy, 100% plans. Yeah. Beyond Boy is right there too. Impossible Boy is good, and you know, a play on the
the difficulty, you know. But yeah, I like something to consider. So should you not be able to do Impossible Boy, the rights are taken. Beyond Boy, you know. I just walked away from the delivery, but yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you, sir. All right. I think now we can ride the bus, and maybe we can get in here and talk to this monkey guru. Bus is up here. I need some gum. There's some gum around here. My jaw hurts. Gum's like a dual-edged sword. Sometimes it's what I need, and sometimes it's not helping, just making it worse. Are you talking about some biofuels, Rotes? Oh, nice. Yeah, any other surgery facts that I'm sure some of these are either learned or reinforced in the last few days for you. Sorry, man. Yeah. I'll keep that in mind. Sure, yeah, oh yeah, right. That's interesting. Well, I guess just the mastication, huh? Gets your body excited. It thinks you're eating something. The whole system starts. You start to get some processes that you would get from it digesting food, but there's nothing in there. Yeah, just have chronic pain as well, you know, that's another, right, you know. Oh shoot, I meant to say yes, but I accidentally hit the L button. I'm a tired man. It is, yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people they'll just do a search for like you know, yeah, whatever medical profession it is that they're looking, you know. I should say, yeah, should they be looking for, you know, some adult materials on it, you know. Easy enough to find that online, you know. But it's committed, you know, that's really committed to it, to like go in and have the full surgeries and everything. Okay, we're back in a town I didn't mean to be back in, and you know what, that's okay, because they have I'm seeing they have a bakery right here. I'm thinking we just get us a little cupcake or something. Just get us we got like one spot in our inventory. I'm taking a croissant. I love this sprite here. Is this not hilarious? She's in it a lot too. They show this one a few times. I love that she's always got the like 2 shopping bags, you know, and like huge smile. That's crazy. Yeah, it's so. Yeah, that's mind-blowingly expensive roads.
much as I want to hang out at the bakery in this town, we've got some monkeys to talk to. You're right, Dustin, yeah. Well, that scene too with Everdread cracked me up because the two that were maybe sounding the most negative, like it's a bunch of people crowding around an alley, like seeing presumably a dead body on the ground, and the first two I talked to, the first two on the left are like, one of them says something like, "Oh no, I'm not going out like that," or something, or "I don't want to go out like that," or that. It's funny because when he gets up after dying, after seemingly dying, he gets up and walks away and through the crowd, and then kind of comes back for a little charge at those two, and they scatter, they go back a little bit, and it's a great moment. I heard you guys talking that shit. Just jukes him out a little bit, punks him. He's like, what are these kids doing? They just keep riding the bus. My God. Yeah, I had a friend who was having to deal with a lot of that, like, medical debt and stuff, and having folks, call and stuff. Like, once it got passed off at one point to some other group, and then it was like just really harassing calls and voicemails and stuff. And some of the stuff was wild too. I was like, whoa. There's some of these guys, it's like they're saying whatever they want to, and like, yeah, I know. Yeah, the bill should be spread out amongst all of us. At least I actually didn't mean to hit that button, but at least I hit a correct wrong button. Oh, let's call Mom. I want to make sure we don't get like homesick or something right before this. It's crazy like how out of control spam and stuff and commercial calls can be. And there's things like too, like if you like ever switch phone carriers or something, you might suddenly get it, or Hey guys, give me just 1 sec. Very quick break. Coming right back. Oops. Hello. Intro page, here we go. Gameplay page, here we go. Alright, it's done.
What the hell's going on?
Calling Mom and I'm calling Dad. Yeah, I think too, like sometimes it's, it's insane that people can incur medical debt like that in the first place, and then there's also I've heard stuff like you should almost never engage, because once you like do any sort of acknowledgement of the debt, then that's like takes it to another level of what they can do at that point to like collect on that debt. Bing bonk, bing bum bum boom bum. Yeah, I've heard that too. Well, that's like sometimes when it's been like sold and they get like repackaged and sold as, you know, we're good actually on the pickups and stuff. Thank you. All right, chewing this gum right on the mic. Sorry about that. ASMR. Yeah, I went to an urgent care when I went back home to visit my folks this last time. Both the wife and I got sick. We were wondering if it was COVID. It turned out we both had sinus infections. And, you know, there was supposed to be some level of our insurance paying for that, you know, like even though it was out of network, but nope. I think we saved just now, but yeah, okay. Anyway, here we are. I'm going to dive into this for just a bit. I'm going to see if we can go find this monkey, rather find this pencil and go from there. I'm not sure what to expect after that other than hopefully the guru. Yeah, I know, and it's crazy too, because it's just like, I don't know, it's, you think about like how it's difficult, you know, people go into debt, medical debt and stuff, and then there's several states at this point where it's getting increasingly difficult to get any sort of coverage for your property that you're buying or something, and that's only going to get worse. That includes some of the most populous states. So, yeah, it's, I don't know, man. It's, I don't know that things are going to look much more affordable. Yeah. Right. Well, and then, you know, I think that there's also, this ties into stuff, you know, I remember kind of just hearing sentiment as a kid of like, well, people should be able to take care of themselves and you know, why should I have to pay for their and it's like, dude, there's huge, even if you're the most selfish person, there's huge advantages to the people around you getting health care, and you know, it's so short-sighted, and then those people will not understand at some point too when that's something that they were relying on that they probably didn't even realize it, and then, you know, that thing gets cut through this or that Medicare or Medicaid cut, and then yeah, it's just, I don't know, man, it's just so frustrating. It sucks that we, like most of the rest of the world, found a way to get a system that they're not perfect, but people don't incur a lifetime's worth of medical debt. You know, like that's, you know, like, and we run a system right now that that has a limited pool that would be really cool if that was just expanded to everybody. Like, would be a great start in some ways. And yeah, it's just, and I think that this is something that a lot of people at this point, you know, like, unless you just directly stand to gain from it, I think most people know someone who's, you know, who's dealt with this, and like,
you know, had someone either go broke or just into some crazy debt situation, if not themselves, because of someone had the audacity to up and get cancer, you know, like what? Right, or yeah, things people need to live, which in other countries, we know that it doesn't need to cost that much, like... Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah. And we all end up just paying so much more. There's such a collective bill that's due as a society when you don't keep people healthy. You don't give them some baseline level of being able to get care when they need it, and having checks and having the occasional diagnostic or test or things like that, you know. If you don't have the money, it doesn't matter what stuff is recommended to you. Right now, you're not going to go and get like some screening, you know, like, oh, it says here at this age I'm supposed to get this or that screening. You know, like if that's not something that's covered for you, you just don't get it, you know, and like... Then that person goes on to get something that's going to cost so much money to treat, and of course is just much more debilitating or deadly for that person than had we just had a system in place to like let that person come in and get, you know, let them get that checkup, that diagnostic, and catch something earlier, you know. And it's not, and again, it's people we're talking about. What's the price here, you know, like what's, you know, what's your worth? What's the worth of your spouse or your friend or your, you know? Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, well, I know it's frustrating because it's like people with, people with a lot of money sit around and talk about these really scary ideas of like just assuming a not too distant world ending or like kind of like you know, entire civilization ending kind of thing, and it's like also simultaneously working towards it as well, and in thinking that you're gonna be like on top of it, like whatever's left, and you know, yeah, it's yeah. Yeah. Well, it's, I always laugh because I remember seeing this thing about like one of those, I don't know, Davos or something, one of these big conferences. Everybody was sitting around talking about like, man, what do you know? There's just one issue we have, you know, because they're all talking compounds and bunkers and, you know, like prepping and having shelters and whatnot, buying islands, etc. And it's like, oh yeah, like how do we keep the people that work there? Because someone's gonna have to work there, even if you, oh, sorry guys, we can't just totally AI our way out of, you know, to safety on this, but since there's gonna have to be some human element of working for us, how do we keep those people from turning on us in the end? Like, this is just the one unsolvable problem. How do we, you know, and just, I think about it all the time, you know. It's crazy to think about, like, oh yeah, a bunch of guys sitting at, you know, what a different world from the rest of us, man. It's crazy. All right, I guess
Yeah, how do we keep those people from turning on us when we're hoarding all the resources in the world? Damn, If we could just find a way to disrupt this one, this one industry here. All right, anyway. Speaking of disrupting, let's pencil erase. A pencil eraser. For some weird reason, the iron pencil statue was erased. Hooray! My god! My god, Talarama. No, my god, we made it. I don't know enough about Talarama. I'm not dedicating anything, too much thought to him. Yeah, we finally did it. Thank you guys. I know I was definitely lost in the hangout on that one. Let's get rid of something here. Maybe the croissant. Yep, I meant to give it to someone else. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Cajun. We did it. Right, Dustin, yeah. Well, it's funny because one or two people had stopped in and said, oh, this part. Yeah, so I kind of knew I was in for something. Oh, I should have talked to people before A brain food lunch inside. Bowl takes it. Whoa! Truth of space and time moves. How rude of me. I didn't even talk to Talarama before I started stealing his possessions. The truth. Oh, this music. Yeah, I like this one too. You hear it in the My Sanctuary sections. Your Sanctuary. The truth of space and time moves through the universe like a wave. Truth speaks through space and matter and makes itself known to human beings. Man.
Press start to play.
He is. Look at him. In these two things, he's clearly not using them. They're sealed away in these ancient chests here. Truth speaks through space and matter and makes itself known to human beings. I was waiting for you and you came. This was destined to happen. In truth, all is predetermined. Ness, Paula, Jeff, and Pooh. Also, Pooh, question mark? When these four powers gather, Twisted Space will bring back peace to the world. I like the wording there. Do you understand? It doesn't matter. Proceed as you wish. Open the treasure box and take what is inside with you. Did you come in search of this? Someone left it behind in this hole. You cannot carry anything else. Why don't you get rid of something you don't need? You will need this, the gourmet yogurt machine. They were taught. Okay. I remember a connection with the yogurt earlier, I think, but I'm not sure. Yeah, hey dude, yeah. Please, yeah, you better get back to watch duty, or that couch isn't gonna keep itself down. So yeah, man, heal up. So sorry you're feeling bad, man. Yeah, try to get some rest, and thanks for hanging. Thanks for the sub. And yeah, get healed up. Let's see.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I bet it's tough. I mean, yeah, how do you not, how do you not just stay on it? So yeah, man, do what you can to stay off of that thing. Okay. We're getting rid of things. We're getting rid of things. We're gonna eat a broken tube. Tater's a great hype man, honestly. I appreciate it. Any streamer would be
honored to have Tater in the chat, and he's heck of a streamer himself too. You guys should check him out if you haven't already. Thank you, Tater. Tater is like the bearded sort of Jesus figure, I think, of this kind of group around here. I feel like it's yeah, there's a Buddha nature. You know, it's right. We're all going for the same thing, right? I feel like there's a good vibe kind of radiation thing happening, which I appreciate. I'm looking down at a bunch of not very nice things to say on the soundboard, so we're gonna move to something else.
Nani?
Bearded Buddha. Bearded Buddha's in the chat. Or Rhodes has a way with words sometimes, you know. I can have trouble putting them into few words. And all right. Somebody wants, let's eat some brain food. Some monkey brains. Lucky sandwich. Huh. What can I get rid of? Is there anything just... I never should have picked up the exit mouse. I knew it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. I don't know what this brain food lunch is, but I'm excited. That's right. I know my destiny. I've seen my coffin. It is not a skinny one. All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe I need to get rid of one of these here. The picnic lunch I know is pretty badass if I remember correctly, but even a slice of your favorite cake. My God. But how much power? What are we talking about with power here, though, with the lucky sandwich? Just HP? Weirdo. All right, picnic lunch it is. I think it was just HP, but yeah. Sometimes the wording will just be them grounding it in reality, and I'll be like, wait, well, what does it mean, though? You know? You're right, so it's based on your luck stat. I mean, like, I figured that part. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't some kind of, you know... There you go, Bull. Hope you're hungry. Cup of live noodles. Okay. Very cool. That's come in handy before. Kya. I've been waiting for you.
Nani?
Really? Okay. What does all this have to do with Paula, guys? And also poo? You know? Wow. Truth of space and time moves through the universe like a wave. Truth speaks through space and matter and makes itself known to human beings. I was waiting for you and you came. I like that when you talk to him, the music comes in. That's funny. Yeah. Thanks, Rhodes. Take it easy, man. See you next time.
Something's wrong with the G diffuser.
I love those sounds there. We still can't hold anything else. That's right. Silly me. I forgot he has something on him, too. Jeez Louise. Alright, let's drop the pencil eraser.
Let's go. Yeah, see, I've got the, you know, some of these, like, I think this laser gun here, I wasn't sure what to do because I think for Jeff, it wasn't, yeah, like at this point, it's like outclassed. I mean, maybe that could be something I could just get rid of if I need a quick thing. Yeah. Like it doesn't get better. Well, yeah, let's just ditch it. I need some space. And they haven't been picking it up either. I think Escargot Express doesn't want to pick up some of that. Like, no, I ain't touching the laser gun, man. Nuh-uh. I just imagine some, like, you know, 19-year-old delivery driver, you know, he shows up. He had a road beer, you know. He shows up to pick up this. All right, what you got for us to pick up, you know? And he, oh hell no, man! I ain't touching the ray gun, man. I don't do that. You got to pay extra for that, man. All right, let's see. Let's drop this laser gun. You shouldn't throw the laser gun away. Well, thank you for telling me that. And not letting it be thrown away. That would be funny if they just did it and then admonished you. Picnic lunch, here it is. Enjoy. He's like, I keep trying to teach you this lesson, but every time you come in with your inventory full.
I don't know what else it could be.
Yogurt dispenser, that's right. He mentioned that earlier. Yep. I had been skipping through the dialogue after the first time. The adventure that lies ahead won't be easy. I'll give you a special skill to help you move through space as you wish. Whoa, okay, like a warp. Okay. Learn the skill from the monkey over there. Would you like to learn the special power? Yes.
You don't want to hurt the boy, Harvey.
That's wonderful. Speak to the monkey over there. Okay. Where's my, I hear the music stops after you're done talking to him, too. I need my monkey sound effects. Where is it? And that is not a monkey, but okay, whatever. Teach me. Teach you teleportation. Let's go outside. I just wanted to make sure that we didn't have any new dialogue. I know we're heading outside now. All right, I'm gonna get this wrapped up here, and then that might have to be it for tonight, which we didn't get a whole lot done, but considering that we traveled all the way back to buy that house. And by the way, I don't know what's going on with that. Like, we only showed up, I think we might have showed up at the wrong place or something. Get me out of here. My head hurts. Whoa. UFO's out right away. What is going on in the chat? Some wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. Yep, absolutely. Who knows? Maybe was it Ito? Shigesato Itoi? Maybe he was into, you know, I don't know. I could see him. He's probably got a favorite Doctor Who, and then like the rest of it he despises or something, you know. All right, let's. So we just talked. Everything. I think everything's done with Tolerama at this point. We have this yogurt dispenser, and I remember some talk about yogurt earlier in the game, and I don't think I took a note on it. Although, didn't it involve? I think it involved Monotoli. Which I think everything involves Mr. Monotoli at this point. I gotta say, the pacing at this point is really interesting, because, you know, they have you do the Mani Mani statue, and then you're out here in the desert. It's interesting. I think, you know, there's, there must be kind of a sense that that section there was going to be really cool for a lot of players. The, you know, what we saw a couple plays back with, you know, not Foresight, but Moonside rather. And yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I think that it seems like that part made a big impact on a lot of players for the first time, and that's something I kind of learn as I play this stuff.
Already know. All day, Dallas sucks.
Okay, that was an accidental hit there, but this is kind of stuff that, you know, as I get a better context for the game, I kind of pick up on. Yeah, Mani Mani statue's done. We bombed the Mani Mani statue. Man, that's what do these guys think they are? Avalanche or something? This is Bing, bong, boom. Everyone's like, they're destroying the statues now. Sure, I don't know how long this one's been here, but I sure do like it being here, and I really enjoy the evil surge that I get just being around it, you know, and just being influenced by its manipulative power, you know. Manipulative and malevolent power. It's like being around Palpatine, and he would just like kind of cast this like dark side pallor on everything, or this like, I don't know, this veil of darkness. This, you know, and all the Jedi around him, their brains are scrambled. They're all like, man, I can't see in the Force. I don't know what's going on. He's just like basically a walking confusion, you know. Yeah. You know, it's funny. We were doing pretty well in it too. Like, I'm kind of surprised because like that one did such you know, did some big damage and stuff, but yeah, I think I'm kind of curious level wise where I'm at, because since I've done, you know, since I've done some backtracking and played this really distracted a couple times, I've also like willingly done some leveling up and stuff, and like, you know, or, you know, trying to grind for a bit. So like, I'm kind of curious like where I'm at in terms of like a common playthrough, you know. I was thinking so, yeah. I had the feeling that you know, certain things were definitely felt overpowered. A couple of bosses, because I had a true struggle against a few bosses, and then once I started having a couple bosses that were like, okay, that didn't take long at all. I'm like, okay, we might be a little over leveled. Guys, I think I should call it here, actually. You know what? I know I've been calling mom, calling dad. Let's call it. Let's call the stream. I'm a tired man, and I would like to stream tomorrow. Maybe we can play this game again. I'm trying to get 4 in this week because... Enjoy your soap opera, Mom.
trying to get 4 in so that the week after this one, I'm gonna have some interruptions towards the end of that, and then yes, family coming in. So I don't think I'll be getting much streaming for a little bit. There'll have to be another, short break. So trying to get it in while I can. Mom, we talked about your soaps, right? Cool. Sorry, Mom. I'm tired. She's like, are you okay, son? Did you go to a concert last night? Okay. All right, we're all saved up. Here's what we're gonna do. Who's streaming right now? Let's go here for a bit. Money, 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 money. Anybody streaming? I'd like to do a raid if we can. Oh my god. I go to twitch.tv and then whatever pops up is like a DJ set that is extremely loud in my headset, which is turned down quite a bit. You know what? Maybe tonight we'll just get out of here. Maybe we'll just roll out. I gotta do another raid sometime. We should take a chance on somebody too. I would raid into other EarthBound stuff, but I don't think I thought about it because it'd be fun. But once I beat it, I'd want to do that. Maybe like as a last stream kind of thing. But yeah, because I could raid into someone and find out that they have like a lot of experience, and then it's like, oh, well, I probably shouldn't hang out here. Probably shouldn't hang out and have something spoiled for myself. Yeah, maybe we'll do that at the end and hop in and see. Then we got to make sure we don't spoil it for the next person. But all right, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging. I'm gonna try to get some sleep and do this thing tomorrow. Yeah, this was fun. Thank you, Tater, for coming through. Dustin, thanks for hanging, keeping us company, and yeah, T-Roy, thanks for the raid, man, and the sub, Rhodes. Jeez, what else? The follows from Gemini. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging. That was fun. Yeah, Raging Cajun, good to meet you. Everybody else too. We met a few folks tonight. Thursday, Friday, we're gonna do the Healing the Console Wars. That's a Genesis series. It says Altered Beast and Thunder Force 2, subject to change. I really want to try to beat Altered Beast. I don't know if we're ready for Thunder Force 2. We'll see. Do what you can to support, guys. Like it if you're over on YouTube. Follow, sub. Everything helps. Even just hanging out, watching without saying anything. It all helps. Thanks, guys. Good night. I'm going to do a little collage for you. That's it for me. Hope to see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging. I was tired as shit before I started this stream, and this gave me a second win, so thank you guys. Pardon my French. Good night. See you next time. I thought I hit a button. I need a new mouse, apparently. Good night.
That's the game.
That's it, man. Game.
Dead! Dead, you idiot! You know what dead is?
Ah, dang it, Bobby.
The Force will be with you, always.
Well, there's only one shitty game left.
So I would appreciate it if you could stay with us until the end.
Thank you so much for that spectacular performance.
Go to the bathroom!
The best country in the history of the world.
The voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip.
Especially being a Texan, I've been to a Buc-ee's, and they are out of this world.
So sorry I died.
Well, we all are going to die.
Thou hast slain me.
We'll shove the bottles on it, and that will be the end.
Saint True! Where are you?
Wake up, Link.
Woo! That's a great fucking record, man. It's all about the game.
I love the vibes here, dude.